everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go through my predictions for Bash at Berlin 2024 while we watch some WWE 2K24 gameplay of CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in an ambulance match. It's the closest we could get to a strap match, alright? But before we get into it, just want to say, if you do enjoy this video, please do leave it a like. Comment below what your predictions are for Bash at Berlin. And please subscribe for more wrestling content. It's very much appreciated. So let's get into the Bash at Berlin predictions. Starting off with the Unholy Union. The Women's Tag Team Champions versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. I am going to say that Jade and Bianca are going to reclaim the titles here. Now, my reason for this is because I think that they're going to want to have Belair and Jade Cargill with the titles again as they lead up to the breakup of that tag team, and just throwing it out of there. I've not actually heard anyone talk about this, but I'm going to presume that, or what I think might happen, is they're going to break them up around the Royal Rumble. So I think now's quite a good time when they can have the titles. They can have a good run with the titles, break them up around the Rumble, setting up for that mammoth WrestleMania match between Belair and Jade Cargill, where hopefully, I actually hope that we see Belair going into that as the heel, because I think that really freshen up her character. So, as a result, I think now's the perfect time for them to reclaim the championships, because if they don't do it now, I feel like they need to stop going after them, because they've had plenty of opportunities to do so and they haven't got the job done. So that's my prediction for that women's tag match. Going on to the second tag match, we got who are being coined as the Terror Twins, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, versus the Judgment Day, or should we say the New Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan in a mixed tag team match. I'm going to say that Damian and Rhea get the win here. Of course, they are the more dominant team. I think it'll be quite a good match in terms of furthering that story. It's been quite interesting, but I don't see how far the kind of mixed tag storyline can go, because obviously Dom hasn't got a title. Rhea and Liv could go backwards and forwards with a title, but I feel like once Damian has done this match, he'll move on to bigger and better things. Even though I am enjoying this storyline, which we're more into different title pictures and things like that. So yeah, I think that Damian and Rhea will get the win, stamp their authority over the New Judgment Day. Even though it would be nice to see the New Judgment Day with a victory, I feel like Damian and Rhea, they don't necessarily need it more, but in terms of their career projection, it would greatly help them out, especially Damian Priest, who obviously has just lost the title. So hopefully he can regain some momentum with that victory. Moving on, we've got Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens in a singles match for the Undisputed Championship, or WWE Championship, I should say. Of course, Cody to retain this one. I'm not a massive fan of this storyline. Don't get me wrong, I'm very happy to see Kevin Owens in a singles match for the championship. I mean, that's incredible. But Owens playing this kind of like, oh, I don't deserve it, and I shouldn't be in this match, this, that, and the other. It doesn't make sense. I think of Owens as like akin to Stone Cold. So would Stone Cold back in the Attitude Era be given a championship match and say, I don't know, I don't deserve it? That was a terrible Stone Cold impression, I apologise. But is he going to deny himself a world title match? No, who would? Even if you are a babyface, it makes no sense. I feel like they didn't have to turn him heel yet. Whether they turn him heel at the show or not, I don't know. But I feel like they could have had him keep babyface and say, look, I really appreciate that. Let's go and tear the house down. I don't understand this kind of didn't deserve it, this, that, and the other. Not a big fan of that. Tainted the match for me slightly, but I'm sure when the actual match starts, it'll be a certified banger. Be interesting to see what sort of shenanigans happen during the course of that match. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be a great match nevertheless. Let's see what happens with the New Bloodline and Roman during that match. If anything, will Roman come out to help Cody Rhodes to stop the New Bloodline? Who knows? Technically, there's no reason for them to get involved in this match because there's no one to. They wouldn't want either of these men to win. So, but yeah, I'm sure it'll be a solid match. But definitely not main event worthy in my opinion. Because there's a certain guy who definitely deserves that main event, which we'll get onto in a second. But before that, we've got my most anticipated match of the night, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in a strap match One, of course, there was a strap match in AEW with Punk and MJF, but I feel like from memory, we haven't had a strap match in WWE. The last one I can remember is Daniel Bryan versus The Fiend at Royal Rumble. Was that 2020's Royal Rumble? So I'm excited to see a strap match. I think this rivalry has definitely earned that strap match. I'm going to predict that we get CM Punk victory here to put them at 1-1 heading into Bad Blood, where the rumours were they were going to be in a Hell in a Cell match, which I would love to see. So I'm all for it. I think it's going to be a great match. I think it's going to be an interesting match, which will, as I say, give Punk his W over McIntyre heading into that third and final match between them, hopefully at Bad Blood, which will hopefully be Hell in a Cell, because these two have definitely earned that stipulation. I mean, in theory, a strap match is actually kind of more dire than a Hell in a Cell in a sense that you can't escape your opponent. But of course, Hell in a Cell is where this rivalry has to end, and no better place to do it than a returning Bad Blood pay-per-view. But yep, I've got my hopes on this being match of the night. It's definitely my most anticipated match because I've just been enjoying this rivalry so much. So I guess we'll see what happens. And of course, finally, we've got the main event. The World Heavyweight Champion Gunther versus Randy Orton in a singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, I do think that Gunther's going to retain. Of course, he's in main eventing in Europe with the World Championship. Thoroughly deserves. What an opportunity for him. Yes, not his home country of Austria. But of course, the Ring General character, I believe, is a German character. So you've got that. And of course, it's still in Europe, so America just seems to think all of Europe is one place. But nevertheless, still awesome for him to main event over here as champion against a legend. That is Randy Orton. I thought their match at King of the Ring was a decent match. However, I wasn't dying to see it again. But these two have had quite an interesting build. I feel like it's been quite tame in a sense that there hasn't been too many sneak attacks. Of course, it's been an attempt at an RKO here and there and stuff, but overall there hasn't been any all-out brawls. And just the promos that Randy's been cutting, and Gunther, but mostly Randy. I'm excited to see this one. I'm excited to see them put on a hell of a show at Bash at Berlin for the German fans. I'm really disappointed that I couldn't go there myself, but I'm sure everyone that's going is going to have a fantastic time and love celebrating with Gunther when he retains the World Heavyweight Championship. But ladies and gentlemen, that is my Bash at Berlin predictions, providing that no other matches get announced between now and when this video goes live, or before the show goes live. But of course, do let me know in the comments what your predictions are for Bash at Berlin. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video, and of course subscribe for more wrestling action. But until the next one, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next video. See ya! A quick side note here, I'm going to leave the match running for those of you that were invested in it, because to be honest with you, I was watching it while I was recording the video, and it is a bit of a banger. So enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks guys, see ya.
And mangled all the way to the back doors of the ambulance.
Oh, right in there. Being carried around with ease. Oh, CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Put in a position now. Launched into the ambulance.
Look at the struggle just to shut that first door.
Oh, what a powerhouse collision here.
Forcing their way out of the ambulance.
Oh, look at that scope slam. Just carrying the opposition anywhere they want. He finds a counter to McIntyre there.
Punk plants him with a Uranagi. Seamless transition into the Anaconda Vice.
Oh, a couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Ambulance is open for business. Are we close to hearing the sirens?
Bang! Trying to at least slam one door shut.
He just needs to get that second door closed. Pushing with everything they got.
Come on, shut the thing, win the thing, come on!
escaped from the ambulance.
This battle rolls on.
And he gets set back into the ring. No telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
We've seen the sledgehammer many times before, and it has never been a pretty sight.
Clark hoisting up his opponent. Look. Uh-oh.
Oh, just turn that around.
Uh-oh.
McIntyre.
He's looking absolutely comatose after that.
Lucky for him, there's a ride to a medical facility waiting ringside.
Ouch! That's one way to get your opponent out of the corner. The energy in here is palpable. Something truly from the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord.
Heads out, and he has all the time he wants. Bad predicament right here. Reversal. Can he take advantage?
Oh, my gosh!
Head first into the ambulance, appears to be completely defenseless right now. Punk wasting no motion on the counter. And this might not have a pleasant ending. Turns that back on CM Punk. Oh, and a reversal.
Ambulance doors are open. Gotta wake up now before it's too late. Doing their best just to shut that first door.
You don't want to be locked in.
First door shut. Needs one more.
Pushing with every fiber of their being to slam the door.
I can't believe they're going to win this. They're going to...
Surviving the shutting door and escaping the ambulance.
And the match continues. Not the position you want to be in right now. Great wherewithal on the counter. McIntyre counters with power.
Oh no, getting dragged to the edge of the ambulance.
Trying to at least slip.
Just has to make sure to get the other door locked.
And they can slam this.
Forcing their way out of the ambulance.
McIntyre, the future shock DDT.
Emergency personnel is ready. Stuff them in and close that ambulance door.
Tough position to be caught in here. Oh, into the back of the ambulance. This could be over.
Trying to
Halfway home now.
inches away from ending this one.
About